Irby moving up again on the outside, and the land agent hit that one, and going to the second open ditch, and Northern Starlight getting reminders as Sky Cab comes right up there with Listen Timmy on the outside, the land agent still close up, and then Hurricane Lamp comes next, and Listen Timmy made a bad blunder and goes out. Northern Starlight on the far side from Raleigh Native, but here's Red Marauder and Richard Guest, and Chief Song is flying on the far side, but Red Marauder, patiently ridden, has come through very smoothly to take it up from Northern Starlight. Chief Song is running on as they come to the last. Red Marauder jumps it clear, Chief Song goes second, then Northern Starlight, but a fine confident ride by Richard Guest, and Red Marauder, number 9 of the season for Richard Guest, has won it with plenty in hand. Chief Song is second.
Hanging around based on the way the leaders attack the first. Monet's Garden, a little bit slow in the air, is joined by Guanaco and Alberta's Run with Schindler's Hunt. Vautour is content to let the early flurry develop in front of him as they reach the second, at which he was careful. Was joined on the inside by Planet of Sound, then Panjo Bear and Medicinal. So the grey, Monet's Garden, on towards the first of the ditches, jumping boldly from Alberta's Run. A mistake by Vautour. He dragged his back. Planet of Sound moves through into second, then Panjo Bear and Schindler's Hunt down towards the last. Alberta's Run is 3 to 4 lengths clear. Planet of Sound in second. Vautour continues to stay on in third at the last. Alberta's Run is over from in second place. Planet of Sound, Vautour is trying to rally to the cause, but Alberta's Run, who had such a lean time last year, is back with a vengeance, and will round off a truly great hour of national hunt racing up and down Let him break stride, and it's worked, because they're often racing for the Amlin 1965 chase, and Channing Barr, along with Panjo Bear, leads them towards the first with Alberta's Run. They all step over it, masterminded, his usual fast, fluent style from Kinkeel. And I'm Singing the Blues, ridden with restraint to last out this slightly longer trip than he's generally been campaigned over, as they take fence number 2. And Channing Barr, already showing both sides of his personality, receiving a reminder from Sean Quinlan, who's aware that he can show a tendency to down tools as they take fence number 3. Masterminded puts himself right over 2 from home. I'm Singing the Blues is weary. Channing Barr scents a big payday, and Panjo Bear likewise, but Masterminded left clear for a battle he possibly was winning anyway. Comes down towards the last of the 16 fences, and Masterminded pops over in absolutely exemplary round of jumping. Noel Feely, who's really teamed up well with the Paul Nicholls horses, got a lovely round out of Masterminded, who's far from a back number and has shown all of the verve and elan associated with his glory days in winning. Chase field are off and racing. Our feature chase of the day underway. Stagecoach Pearl and the Sawyer, the 2 outsiders of the field, lead them towards the first as they climb up from Swinley Bottom. Medemy on the inside of the keen Masterminded. Summersby and Kalahari King as they make their way up the side of the course towards number 2. Stagecoach Pearl is over. Good leap by Masterminded. On the inside of the Sawyer, the grey is Medemy, who's towards the inside and the rear at the moment of Summersby and Kalahari King. The Stagecoach Pearl runs down flight number 3, or fence number 3, the first. Still to deliver his challenge, 2 from home. They come to take it. Summersby joined by Masterminded, who's travelling the better. Third is Batty, third is Medemy. Masterminded shaken up by Daryl Jacob. In second place is Summersby, who's once again chasing Masterminded shadow. Switched to the last. Masterminded Summersby tries for another crack, but got into the bottom of it and lands on the back foot. Masterminded driven out. Summersby 5 lengths down, and to his credit is going to try and stay on all the way to the line, but it's back-to-back Amlin chases for Masterminded, and a big day for Clay. They're off. Racing for the Amlin 1965 chase, a match between the grey Ferof, who immediately goes to the lead under Daryl Jacob, and French Hopper for Andrew Tinkler as they soar over the first. Total of 16 fences to be taken during the course of their 2-mile, 3-furlong journey. Ferof towards the second. And again, jumps it really well, as indeed does French Opera. Two experienced chasers, high quality as well. And Albertas heads towards the first of the open ditches. Darryl Jacobs sitting quietly on Albertas, holding him together towards the last two fences. Albertas reaches for the second last, is over 6 to 8 clear. French Opera trying to close under pressure, and Albertas will have to be shaken up on the run down towards the last. French Opera's got back to within 4 to 6 lengths at the final fence, but Albertas comes in, really stands off the last. A big leap, that will seal it for sure. In second is French Opera, and Albertas returns to action with a win. He's still relatively unexposed, only a 16th start under rules. Good opportunity found by Paul Nicholls. And racing for the Amlin 1965 chase. Berry Parade has jumped away perfectly okay and leads quite a strung out field towards the first, with stable companion the grey Albertas. Summersby took it in third place with Rajani Express. Fox Appeal and Wishful Thinking held up at the back of the field. Well, having been strung out approaching the first, then we're far more compact over the second, where Summersby made a slight mistake. Number 3 is the first of the ditches. Albertas on the outside of Albertas' tail. Rajani Express is now under pressure, but Albertas, held together on the run towards the last, is 3 lengths clear from Summersby. This is the final fence, and Albertas, a fluent display, is over the last. Summersby is in second, valiantly but in vain pursuit, and it's the old combination of Ruby Walsh and Paul Nicholls as up towards the line. Albertas will emulate Masterminded and make it back-to-back victories in the Amlin 1965, a 5th success in the race for Paul Nicholls. Flag raised. Vautour heading the slow procession, and they're off and racing for the Stella Artois 1965 chase, and Vautour is the one that leads them towards the first of the 17 fences they'll take during the course of this journey. And Vautour pops over in front. Feelings boy treated with a little bit of disregard. Rusty after his absence maybe. Third intention towards the inside with Petit Zig, as Vautour now begins to stride on with more purpose. So Vautour all of a sudden's found this too much. 7th Sky has throughout the final circuit, and Vautour galloping on towards the second last. Petit Zig trying valiantly to make some sort of race of it, but Vautour still travels powerfully at this stage. Vautour over 2 out, Petit Zig a length and a half down. Ruby Walsh holding Vautour together. Petit Zig on the far side has got Vautour off the bridle. Can Vautour get home here? Because all of a sudden Petit Zig looks a threat. Vautour needs a good leap at the last. He got it, ekes out an extra length or so. Petit Zig on the far side is making Vautour pull out all the stops. This time it's roll up your sleeves and battle time, but still Vautour, the result is the same.
Slowly Girl Present gets away at the front of the field as they head to number 1 of 17. They'll jump here. The orange is Hammersley Lake in second place. And then the grey horse, the favourite Politologue, was level with Hammersley Lake as they took number 1. Charbel nose-banded, he'd be about 2 lengths off behind him. Then Sizing Granite down the home straight. Sam Tristan Davis on the grey. Politologue in the centre. On the left is Girl Present. On the right is Charbel at the second last. Politologue a little bit low, but he was safely over it. Charbel comes under pressure now in second place. They've moved on to Girl Present. Benatar could never get to them. He's back in 4th place. Final fence coming up. Politologue, the grey, a little close. Charbel was almost level with him, and now they head up towards the line. Politologue in front. Charbel is within 3 parts of a length and still closing. Politologue showing in front. He's only a neck ahead, but he stays the neck ahead. Politologue has won. Starters ready. Walking in. They're off. They race away then for the Christie 1965 chase. A big duel between the highest rated chasers in the land. Cyrname, blue and pink jacket, leads them down. Have one of the downhill fences to take as they begin their journey. All 3 are over it safely. Cyrname just in front of Altior, the black colours, in second place. And Solomon Gray is about 5-6 lengths behind the pair and showing in third place. So they make their first turn. They have 17 fences in total to jump here, with open ditches being 4, 10 and 14 on the way round. They level up and race uphill towards it now. He's popped over it okay. So now 3 from the finish. Cyrname, another big leap, about 2 lengths away to Altior in second position. Just encouraged a little bit there by Nico de Boinville to get after him. So this is what we came for. This is the home turn now. 2 plain fences to go in the Christie 1965 chase. Cyrname continues to be in front on the left. On the right is Altior, now coming through to try and deliver his challenge as they move to the second last fence. Cyrname just in front to Altior. Cyrname by 2 lengths to Altior in second position. They head down towards the last fence, and now Altior in second position comes under pressure. Cyrname trying to make all here, has about a 2.5 length advantage. They come towards the last, asked for a big leap, he responded, he landed by 3 lengths. Cyrname and Harry Cobden in front, Altior in second place, 4 lengths behind him, and it is Cyrname who gets the spoils here. Cyrname and Harry Cobden have made all. Altior valiant, but it was defeated. Ferof. They race away then. They have 1 fence down the side of the course to begin with before they make their first right-handed turn. And as they come to number 1, they're all over it okay, going pretty quick in the early strides. Against the running rail is Master Tommy Tucker, a run of money for him before the off-nose-banded runner. He's already won the Best Turned Out award, and early on he sets the pace. Dashel Drasher, the red sleeves on purple with a yellow cap, running in second place. The mainly yellow jacket then of Lostintranslation levels up down the side of the course in third. From on the extreme right, mainly white colours of pistol whipped as they get to fence number 2. Behind those red jacket, white sleeves is Ben is King as they make the run down towards number 3. Final one going is Jeffy to sell 3 lengths off him and running in 4th. This is the home turn. 2 plain fences to jump. He's opened up in front, Master Tommy Tucker, but chasing him now is Lostintranslation in the yellow. Between the pair is Dashel Drasher as they come to 2 from the finish. Master Tommy Tucker only just in front. Lostintranslation has drawn level. Dashel Drasher facing a first Ascot defeat is back in third, and now Lostintranslation has taken the lead. They come to the final fence. Brendan Powell, a big leap on Lostintranslation, landed by 2 lengths to Master Tommy Tucker, and up the run it's now a 3-length advantage. Lostintranslation getting a little weary late on, but top class performance. Back to the winners enclosure for Lostintranslation. That the second position.